are a people that have been around since thousands of years. History and the Bible states there was a promise to Abraham that his descendants could not be numbered. Abraham had Isaac, Isaac had Jacob, which his name was changed to Israel, and between his wives he had 12 sons. Through his 12 sons, the nation of Israel started.
Hey, how you doing? I'm going to keep my eyes on the road because I'm driving. Daniel, and I'm not going to mention my last name, but I graduated from a state university and have my bachelor's in chemistry, and at work I have a title called scientist, so I kind of use the title loosely. I love science. My wife knows it. I eat it up. I would read books in quantum mechanics in high school and middle school because I love the subject and I love science. So just to answer some of your questions, just to quote a famous author, his name is Mark Twain, I'm sure you know him. He wrote that, just to paraphrase because I don't remember the actual quote, he said, "What gives the immortality to the Jews?" And he starts saying the Romans no longer around, the Greeks are no longer around, the Persians, all these famous cultures that are no longer around, yet the Jew is still around. What makes him immortal? And he still didn't understand what made them immortal. And of course, he may not have known that he was prophesying what the Bible was saying, was already written before his time. And it says that people would see the Jews and say, how can these people still be around? They've been persecuted, people have tried to eradicate them, to wipe them out of existence, and yet they're still around. And that's a great testimony, or a great witness, that this ancient scriptures, that this culture, the Jews, hold fast to, has validity and substance to it, that it has withhold the test of time. And I mean, that is it. The secret is that their Elohim, their God, who's known as Yahweh, has kept them alive. Because he says it himself in Israel. He actually says Judah is just a part, which is the Jews, of that huge tribe. That they're the apple of his eye. And he's not going to let nothing happen to those people. And those who curse Israel or Judah, whoever of these tribes, what's going to happen? The Almighty is going to curse them. And whoever blesses them will be blessed. And we see this over and over again. Like the United States blessed Israel in 1948, helping them out with the war that they were trying to fight. We've been blessed. The United States has been blessed because we've been, helping them out whenever they need help. Now, if we do not help them, partitioning their lands and stuff like that. I mean, look at what happened to Ariel Sharon. He's now in a coma for what he did. Was that an act of God? Hey, I don't know. I'm not God, but it sure looks like it. Because he took out his own people, his own army. Told him. I mean, he commanded his army to go and take out people from settlements. His own people, Jews, for his quote-unquote peace. And is there peace ever with Palestinians? I don't know. It's not written in their books, unfortunately, and they're going to hold fast to the destructions of the Jews. And that's what they'll call peace. And it's unfortunate. I know a lot of Muslim friends, and I've shared, my belief in Messiah, my perspective in the Hebrew roots. They have their own perspective, and and I don't say it to them in an insulting way, but you got to give evidence. Look what happened. Look what happens. Israel's the only nation out there that allows Christianity, Islam, all these other religions to live peacefully in their land. And it don't happen in other countries in the Middle East. A lot of people are persecuted. Homosexuals, they hang them. If you're Christian, you get hanged or get your head cut off. It's very disturbing what they do. But again, prophesied 1948, Israel became a nation. That's all in the Bible. In Isaiah, the book of Isaiah, it's all there. Written thousands of years before its time. Before it actually happens. That's not called coincidence. That's called, I'm not sure of the word, that's called prophecy. That's what it is. It's prophecy. It's knowing something before it actually happens. Science calls it prediction, but you can't predict something like that. It's just the odds are enormous. There's people that have done studies of the number of prophecies that have been fulfilled by the Bible. So yeah, I think that's about covers it.